Well, good afternoon, Facebook family. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend and is off to the start of another good, prosperous week for everybody. Oh, wait, there you are. Hey, what's up, Jay? Good to see you. I posted earlier a quote from my book, and actually, this is a quote that I like the quote, but something that I done a lot of research, a lot of praying, a lot of meditating about, because it can be very confusing for a lot of people, and I think there's some misconception that can happen. Now, hey Elizabeth, before I start, also on this, my good friend Eddie, affectionately known as Stitch, or even more affectionately known as Uncle Eddie, he's kind of labeled me as the disruptor, in that I speak a lot of truths and a lot of things that other people won't speak about. Nothing that's bad, it's all good, but I dig to the root of stuff. I like to go deep. And I'm going to continue to do that. That's what people need. That's what I feel people really need to do to heal the inner wounds of what they're carrying around. And I say in love, it's just another way to look at things. Some people will take words literally, which is okay, but sometimes those literal words, if taken the wrong way, can cause a lot of confusion and a lot of damage. So my goal is to just look at things from a different perspective, all with love, all with God in mind, and not distorting the truth. Knowing that everybody has their own truth, and this is my truth that I talk about. I know that a lot of people can relate to it because I've worked with hundreds of men in the last 10 years and women and couples, and they've all kind of got the same idea, and they've been able to heal when they look at things a little bit differently. So that's all I try to do. So some of these posts are you can disagree with them or agree with them. That's okay. That's your choice. I'm just trying to give people another way to look at stuff. So with that, I'll go ahead and I'll read what I quote. How you doing, Hector? Eric, good to see you guys. The quote comes from a book, and it's respect, honor, and trust are earned, not given. Okay? Respect, honor, and trust are earned, not given. Now, before I go into it, let's look at the words. I had a great English professor, and the one thing he stressed is if you're not sure what a word means, and look it up in the dictionary. Don't just go into it, thinking you know what it means. And those three words on the surface level, probably a lot of people know what they mean. But let's look at each one of them. Respect, according to the dictionary, respect is a feeling of deep adoration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Okay, we'll say it one more time. Respect is a feeling of deep adoration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Okay, so that's respect. Honor is real simple. It's a high respect or esteem. A high respect or esteem for somebody. Okay, so it's the highest level. Honor is what I read into that being high respect is it's a higher respect for the person. Esteem is respect and admiration, just so you know, because the word esteem was in there. And trust means a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Trust. This is important. Firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So there's the definitions of those three words. Okay, they're pretty powerful. So, growing up, well, I'm adding one word in there. that's not in the quote, but it's love. Okay, it's love. And love is an intense feeling of deep affection. A deep feeling of intense, an intense feeling of deep affection. Okay? You know, it's hard to respect, it's hard to honor, it's hard to trust anybody that's abusive to you. Okay, now, the Bible tells us the two most important commandments are love our Lord with all your heart, and the second most commandment is love your neighbor. Okay. So those pretty much we have to love everybody, and I don't have a problem with that because loving somebody isn't liking them. Doesn't say anywhere in there liking. It doesn't say anywhere respect, honor, or trust. Okay, that's not in the definition of love. So loving somebody is different. We love everybody because they're human beings. We all have issues. Everybody's got problems. Okay, we don't know a lot of people's backgrounds. But let me ask you a question: how are you supposed to respect somebody if they're not eliciting strong abilities, qualities, or achievements? If you can't respect them, you can't honor them because that's a higher level of respect. And you certainly can't trust them. Certainly. What's up, Mike? Stacy? You certainly can't trust them. Now, I know the Bible says to honor your mother and your father. And I understand that. And I agree with that. So, the problem I have is this. People think that because of their title, mother, father, whatever their title is, that they automatically deserve to be respected, honored, and trusted. Just because of who they are and what their title is. How can that be possible? How was I supposed to honor, respect, and trust parents that were physically, sexually, emotionally, and spiritually beating me? Are you telling me that I'm supposed to honor, trust, and respect those kind of people? It's impossible. There's none of the qualities, none of the definitions of trust, honor, and respect match up to what's happening to me. Okay? Love them? Okay, we have to love them. And even that's hard when you're in the situation, but as I got in recovery, and I did all my work, and I realized that my mother and my stepfather they did have very abusive backgrounds. I still didn't trust my mother. I still didn't honor her, and I didn't respect her. But I loved her. I loved her because the Bible tells me I have to do that. I forgave her. Okay, I loved her, forgave her, I made my amends to her. My side of the street is clean. But we don't have to let people back in our lives that are toxic to us, that continue to abuse us, whatever that might look like. We don't have to let a boss abuse us. Well, I'm the boss, you got to respect my decision, not when you're acting like a weenie head, not when you're disrespecting me, not when you're being abusive to me and using your power in an abusive way. I'm all for the honor, trust, and respect. Believe me, I'm all for it. Let me ask you a question. If you're raising your kids, you want your kids to love you or fear you? I talked about that a little bit last week. Well, my children, they need to respect me. Really? What are you doing to earn their respect? What are you doing to earn their respect? They got to earn your respect, right? So the shoe fits on both sides. I know they're children, but again, going back to last week, discipline, not punishment. Punishment is getting even. Discipline is correction. How could I respect a man that was beating me, a mom that was beating me? How could I respect a boss that just kept on throwing me underneath the bus? I couldn't. Maybe you can. But are you being truthful to yourself? Or are you living in a state of denial? See, I think a lot of people walk around thinking everything's cool and they're actually living in a state of denial. I know that might be kind of hard to hear, but I really believe that with my whole heart. You know, they walk around with a facade on. I was famous for it. But you pull that facade back is when the reality comes out. So I just ask you to think about those three terms: honor, respect, and trust. What are you doing to earn your spouse's honor, respect, and trust? You know, in 2004, when I had that affair on Kathy, a year or so into my recovery, I look back, I go, I wouldn't have loved me. I wouldn't have trusted me. I wouldn't have honored me. I wouldn't have respected me myself. There's no way I would have done all that. I didn't deserve it. I didn't love myself. I didn't honor myself, and I didn't respect myself, and I couldn't trust myself. So if you can't sit and answer those questions honestly, absolutely, that you can trust yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, and love yourself, how can you expect anybody else to? Maybe that's the problem. You expect expectations. Well, they just should. I had to earn. I've been married to Kathy for 21 years. I had to earn her respect back. I had to earn her trust back. I had to earn her honor back. I had to earn my children's honor, trust, and respect back. It just wasn't given to me. What I did to them, if I do it again today, I'm done. I'll lose everything that I worked so hard for in the last 12 years. There's people right now that I love, some people that are in leadership, not in our church, that are in leadership that I absolutely don't trust. I can't trust them as far as I can throw them. I don't believe what comes out of their mouth. One time's no big deal, but that happens a couple of times. You know, and I just feel that it can be regained, trust can be re-earned, but first you got to sit down with the person that might not trust you, might not respect you or honor you, and see what needs to be done if indeed you want that and they want that. So we got to be careful when we take words to the literal sense, the way we hear them. Well, the Bible says, "Honor mother your father." So that's a good point. Okay. So today, as a Christian, today as a man in recovery, a man that loves God, that forgave his mother, made the amends to her. She wasn't allowed in my life because she was extremely toxic and was still throwing darts at me. How do I honor that? I honor her from a distance with love. I don't assassinate her character like I did back in the days. I talk about what happened to me and about her because it's the truth. I don't do it out of disrespect at all. But I honor her by not assassinating her character and saying the things I used to say about her or my stepfather today. You know, they both passed away, but even before they passed away, I still did the same thing. So sometimes honor is just keeping your mouth quiet and not talking bad about a person. Okay? So love is the key to everything. Love is the key to everything. Hey, Kim. As long as we love everybody, those are the greatest commandments, to love. Okay? There's no commandment that says thou shalt respect, thou shalt honor, and thou shalt trust. And if you look up the definition of love, those three words are not in that definition. Respect, honor, and trust are earned, not given. From a child all the way up. Okay? So I know it's kind of some of you might agree, might disagree with that, but that's okay. Like I said, give you something to think about, chew on. I'm open for comments. I'm always open for that. I like to be challenged whenever I speak to students or clients at a recovery center. I want questions. I want to be challenged. That's how I grow. It's how it gets me doing things that I'm not comfortable doing. So I hope you got a little bit out of that today. Now, a couple things before I sign off here. One, I know we were going to do a big workshop on communication back in November, and we just didn't have enough interest. Topeka Patel and I and my wife, Kathy, were doing this. We didn't have enough interest. It's the holiday season. So what I want to tell you is that we're still going to do those workshops sometime after the first of the year. Topeka and I are working. We meet once a week, and we're really trying to fine-tune these workshops. It's going to be a series of workshops all around the transformation to freedom, based on communication and forgiveness. It's going to be pretty intense workshops. They're going to be good, though. You're going to be able to grow a lot from them. So I will keep you up to date on when those are going to happen. We're going to, at first, what we're going to do is we're going to have some 1-hour mini workshops to generate interest, and we'll be announcing those as we get ready to launch those. Probably sometime January or February, okay? And then, again, the first of the year, stay tuned for a big announcement. Courageous Healers Foundation, we are going to do another big event, and we will let you know what that is right after the first of the year. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. If you want to be involved, contact me personally, instant message me, do whatever you want. And I got a favor to ask. I've been getting a lot of requests for audio booking my book, Healing the Man Within. Now, I know I can do it on my own. I can get a studio. There's a lot of different ways we can do it. If anybody has the expertise and knows how to do that, please contact me, because I really would like to do that book, an audio book. A lot of people want it. And also, if anybody knows a translator that can translate good, a lot of people want that book in Spanish too. So those are two things that I'm reaching out for help for. That's what I've learned to do. So if you can help me out in any one of those, great. If you can't, that's cool too. I'm just reaching out and asking to see what I can find for help. Okay, so I think that's it. Remember, trust, honor, and respect. They got to be earned. They're not just given, and they can be lost as quick as they're earned. Okay, so remember that. But we have to love. The Bible tells us we have to love unconditionally. And that love doesn't mean we got to be best friends with somebody. We just got to love them as Christ loved them. Remember, Christ loved everybody. He didn't walk with them and have coffee with everybody. Okay, he loved them. All right. I think that's it. All right, so I appreciate you guys joining me on these. I'm gonna. Hey Val, what's up? Kim, Alina, Mike, everybody that's joining me. Thanks, Stacy. I'm gonna do this once a week. I'm trying to build this up, and I might even go more than that as things grow. But I'm really looking to launch the my life coaching too. That's another thing. Look, if anybody needs help with life, they're stuck in life, any of life issues. I mean, I can work anywhere from addiction to abuse to relationships, whatever it is, whatever you're struggling with. I've got a lot of experience in life on how to work with it and how to heal from it. So contact me. Go to my life coach page, changeyourlifestorynow.com, and just there's a contact form there. Fill it out. I'll get it, and I'll shoot you back an email, and we'll set up a free 30-minute consultation for life coaching. But I'm trying to build that up. I need a lot of clients for that. I'm also going to work really hard. We're working really hard to get this foundation off of the ground by the end of 2018. That's my goal. Okay? So that's it. Remember, nobody tells you they love you today. Randy does, but more importantly, God does. Everybody be blessed and have a super good week. Bye-bye.